Hello beginner dragons, this is Mr. Van, and today is going to be the 10th video, or the end of the 5th week, however you want to see it. And before everything starts, I want to say I am sorry for the external noises, because I live on a busy street. You might hear some cars, or some motorcycles, or some trucks, or some vehicle that might be loud, or just being really fast and being really loud at the same time. So I'm sorry for that in advance. There might be some busy cars outside. I don't know. I can't control that. So before that all happens, I'm going to say sorry now. And now we are going to be doing our warm-up. And after that, we are going to talk about our physical and mental goal. And then we are going to finish with our I don't want trouble, as well as drills to make sure our technique incorporates power. So first, we are going to do our warm-up. Our warm-up is going to be a little hard, so it's okay if you want to water or you want to sit down halfway through. Just pause the video and then take a little breather, take a little drink, whatever you want to think, and then come back to it afterwards and finish it off. Don't just skip through the whole warm-up just because you think it's tired. Actually do the warm-up. You can do it in sections, so you can do the first part, pause, take like a 5-minute break or whatever, and then come back as long as you're actually tired. So first, I want to say that this does not need a chair, but if you have a chair, that's going to be perfect. You can do this with anything. If you do this on the ground, it's just all about your mental abilities, as well as making it more difficult on yourself, like giving yourself extra challenges to help you grow as a skilled martial artist. So first, we are going to do tricep dips. So tricep dips, they're the same thing as a push-up, just in reverse. So we are going to be doing this on the chair, but if you guys don't have a chair, that's perfectly fine. Instead of putting your hands on the chair, you can put your hands on the ground and just do it at ground level. So first, you are going to be extending your legs as well as putting your hands on the chair, like so. But your hands, your fingers are going to be pointed towards your toes and your feet. So they're going to be pointed forward as well as your butt, if you guys want to put it that way. So my fingers towards my toes, and then I'm going to dip downwards, kind of like a push-up. So down and then back up, like so. You don't want to move your butt down. You want to just move your whole body with just your triceps and your upper body. After that, we are going to do a side kick. So this is where your mental part is incorporated. If you guys don't have chairs, or you don't want to get a chair, or you can't bring it into the room that you're practicing in, that's perfectly fine. This is where the mental part comes in. So as you can see, I have a chair right here. So I can kick underneath it, I can kick over it, or I can kick over the actual rim of the chair like this. So that's your sort of customization of this drill. So if you think that this is really tough, I can't kick that high, you can just kick right underneath. If you want to give yourself that little challenge, you can kick a little over the seat. If you're just kicking over the seat, that's perfectly fine as well. That's just the base level, and then you can go a little over that, so you can get over it. And if you want a really, really big challenge, you can just kick over the rim like that. So this is going to be kind of like Monday. So I just did number 1, and then I'm going to be going back into the tricep dip, and I'm going to do 1, 2, and then I'm going to be doing 3 kicks again. As you saw, I did 1, 2, 3 last time. I don't have to do low, medium, high. I can do medium, medium, high, whatever your preference is. So if you want to go low, 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 that's perfectly fine. If you want to go medium, 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 that's fine. If you're getting tired halfway through and you're trying to go over the top, you can go high, high, low, and then you can actually preserve your energy and actually go high next time. So that's all up to you. You can pick what height you're doing at, what actual challenge you're giving yourself, you can say, oh, I'm going to get high at least once every time, or you can do like, I want to get to at least above the seat at least once this time, or you can do, oh, I want to give myself a challenge, so I'm going to go medium, high, low, low, medium, high, going at different heights every single time. That's all up to you. You can challenge yourself in any sort of way that you want in this sort of warm-up. That's up to you. And then we are going to continue. So we just did 2, and then you can do 1, 2, 3, and then go back at it. So I want to go medium, medium, high, and then we are going to go 4, and then 5, and then that's going to be that part of the warm-up done. So let's continue. So we're on to 4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back up, and then we are going to do 3 kicks. I want to go high, high, low now. So high, high, low, and then last 5, and then we are going to do the second part of this warm-up. So 5 tricep dips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Making sure my legs are extended, making sure I'm not dipping my butt, I'm just moving my arms down into that tricep dip. So this time I want to go low, medium, low, because that's the one I haven't done yet. So low, medium, low, and then is going to be the second part of the warm-up. So the second part is going to still incorporate the chair, but this time instead of working out our triceps, we're going to work out our biceps, which are here, and we are working out our chest and doing push-ups instead of tricep dips. So this time, instead of doing this, which is going to be a little awkward, we are actually going to be doing it the other way. So first, let me turn on the lights, because it just got really dark. There we go. So instead of doing this way, we are going to be doing that way. So first, our feet are going up onto the chair like this, and then we are going to be doing push-ups from this position. So just push up and down, however you want to do it. So that's 1, and then it's the same thing on the ground. You can put your toes on the ground, push up, and then 3 kicks over something, or use your brain and say, oh, I want to kick as high as I can, then as low as I can, and then in the middle. So if you want to do it in your head, you can just imagine some goals and then be like low, medium, high, however you want to see it. So that's 1, and then if you want to do it on the floor, you can do 2 push-ups, 1, 2, get back up, and then same thing. So high, 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 you can do that, high, 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 and then do push-ups. This time I'm going to be doing it on the chair. So 3, putting my feet up, making sure the chair doesn't tip, and then 1, 2, 3, back up. Now I'm going to use the chair again. So let's do medium, high, medium. So medium, high, medium. Then we are going to go on to 4, and then 5 as our last repetition. So 4 onto the chair. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's stairway down this time. So let's go high, medium, low. So high, medium, low. And then the last 5. So 5 push-ups, one last time. Making sure the chair doesn't tip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back up, and then let's go high, high, high. So 3 highs this time. High, high, high. Again, you don't have to do exactly what I do. You can do whatever you want to do as your sort of challenges. So if you want to go high, low, high, high, low, high, instead of high, medium, high, that's up to you. Again, if you think that was too easy for you, you can just continue it. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or you can pyramid down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up to you, and that's going to be our warm-up. Quickly, before I continue, I want to make sure that you guys know you guys should be doing this on both legs. I know I didn't do it because I was trying to show you guys what to do actually with my chest forward, but make sure you're actually doing it with both legs instead of just one. Because if you just do it on one, then it's going to make it harder to do it on the other later. So let's begin. So we are first going to do our technique from our I don't want trouble first, and then we are going to talk about power and self-discipline as you go on with our I don't want trouble. So first is going to be the technique. So first you want to put your hands up, I don't want trouble, and then you're going into your right guard stance. After that, we are going to do a slide up side kick. So slide up side kicks, pretty self-explanatory. You slide up and then you side kick. So you take your back leg, you're going to slide it. While you slide it, I want you guys to make sure that your toes are turned. Because if you don't turn your toes, that means you guys are going to hurt your knee, and it might hurt a lot, as in it might blow out your knee, which would make a lot of things harder, like walking or running or things of the such. So that might be something you want to pay attention to. So instead of just sliding up and putting your feet toes to toes or sides to sides, make sure your heel and your heel are together. So your back toes should be pointed towards the back. So if you have a wall behind you, your toes are actually pointed towards that wall. And then you pick up your foot so that your foot is sideways like this. And then you kick out, back, and then down. So I'm going to be in my guard stance, I'm going to slide up, and then I'm going to pick it up, side kick, bring it back, and down. Now, I did that so that you guys have an image in your head of what you guys should be doing for a side kick like that, and then you can actually incorporate some aspects of power into it. So this week we are going to be talking about rotation, which is how we get some of our power in a side kick. So instead of just kicking straight out to the side, you can bring it back so that your butt's actually pointed towards the target, and then you can rotate it so that you actually get more power from rotation, as well as rotating your foot so that it's to the side, things like that to get more power. So that's up to you. Which is self-discipline. Self-discipline is making things your own responsibility. So you take responsibility and do something that's right, even if you weren't told. So if someone was to mess up your room and you just blame it on them, it's your room. You have to clean up for it. That's your own stuff. That means you have to clean it up, and that's your responsibility because you know that's the right thing to do. Like if your mom or your dad is hurt, you don't get asked to tell them, are you okay? You do it because you know that's the right thing, and you have to take care of them because they're your mom and dad. It's things like that. Because you don't have to be told what's right or wrong, because you guys are good people. You guys can actually take care of yourselves and take care of the people around you because you know that's right. And because that, you guys are good people. So don't lose that self-discipline. Make sure that you guys can actually do the right thing even without being told. Like if your mom or dad gets burnt by like a pan or something, you can ask them if they're okay or if they need water or something like that. Things like that can actually help people because you know that that's the right thing. So that's self-discipline. Power, I talked about how you get it from rotation, but what is power? It's actually transferring energy into something else, and as well as how much strength you use to it. So if you have a lot of energy and you push it forward, that means you have a lot of power because you're actually transferring that energy. It's the same thing with rotation. So if you twist, that means you're getting a lot more energy and you can actually use it in your punches or your kicks or something to actually bring your strength up and actually get more power out of your strikes or your tasks that you're doing. So now that I talked about power and self-discipline, we just did our technique. You can do drills to make it better. One drill that I do a lot, which we did in a warm-up a while back, is machine gun kicks. So machine gun kicks, you can start off with just slide up, side kicks. So slide up, rotate, rotate back, side kick. So you can do that across the room. Don't try and do machine gun kicks. Just try and do consecutive slide up kicks. So instead of not putting your foot down, you can do slide up, side kick, and then put it down. And then slide up again, side kick, bring it down. Slide up, side kick, bring it down. Things like that. Also, if you guys don't have a kicking pad, or if you guys don't have a heavy bag to do kicks on, or if you guys don't have a pillow to practice your techniques on, there is another way to make sure that you guys know what part of your body is actually getting hit, which is walking around. So when you walk, you want to think about, what is my body doing in a front kick, or what my body is doing in any side kick, or whatever. So I'm going to tell you right now, a side kick, you kick with your heel, which is right here at the bottom of your foot. So what I do is I walk around on my heels. So I walk around like this so that my toes aren't touching. That's one way to actually remember, when I do side kicks, my heels are kicking instead of my toes, or my ball of the foot, or the side of my foot, or whatever. So you're actually kicking with the side. So what you could do is you can slide up and then walk on your foot and then slide like that, so that you're actually kicking down as you walk, and you're actually kicking with the heel of your heel of your foot, things like that. So that's just one way, and one way to practice your side kicks, and one way to actually know what the target of your foot is for a side kick. And that's all for me today. I hope you guys actually